car back, I had to be the bad daughter and say, we need to rent a car, Harry, because I need my car back. And the man is going to be 90 in less than a month, and he goes somewhere every single day of the week. Somewhere. He's the treasurer for his lodge. He's the treasurer at his church, and he's always having to make bank deposits and run this here and do this here and blah, blah, blah. And he had a couple of things to do today, but it's my off day, so I've got some things that I've got to do today. And long story short, he rented a car. He got a Nissan. I want to say it's like a Murano, but it's like a SUV. It's about the size of the one I drive. So if that's not right, my apologies. But I told her, I said, look, he don't need anything fancy or very small. He needs a car because he's a big man. He needs a car he can get in and out of easily. So she picked the Nissan. So that's cool. All right, I'm going in Hallmark because I have some things to pick up. And then I got to go to Publix and get some groceries. And weather's weird. I think it said 22, but it feels like 29. But it honestly, until the wind blows, it honestly don't feel that cold outside. It's very sunny. It's, yeah, it's pretty nice. So I'm going to run in without my jacket on because it's just right there. This is right there. So, yeah, weather's weird, you know? Anyway, I'll be back. I'm being judged so very harshly. Look, I can't help it, okay? Sometimes I have to cough, okay? Sometimes my spittle goes down the wrong throat hole, whatever. It goes down the wrong pipe, okay? I can't help it. And then you sit up and you have to start staring at me like I have just taken away your best friend. I can't help it, okay? Why don't you lay down and go back to sleep and leave me be? Well, judgmental dog. She ain't gonna quit staring at me for a good 5 minutes because I woke her from her slumber because I coughed, okay? I mean, I'm drinking a little bit of lemonade. I don't know why I made that 2 words. Sometimes it goes down the wrong pipe, the wrong throat hole. Where did that come from? And I get choked, okay? She's still staring. Girl, give it up. Let's see. Okay, so I went in Publix, and I took Dad to get his car, to his rental car, and then I went to Hallmark, and then I went to Publix. Well, I'm standing in Publix, and my dad calls, and he says, "Would you call her and ask her how I get this car in reverse?" I mean, I know, right? Now Gracie's talking to me. At first, I was like, who's her? Like, it wasn't coming to me because I was in Publix. I was in a different frame of mind. And I was like, who's her? Who am I calling? What? What do you mean in reverse? And then he's going, I can get it in park. I can get it in neutral. I can get it in drive. But I can't get it in reverse. Is it a manual? I mean, I'm thinking it's got to be a manual, right? And, sometimes in a manual, can y'all believe I can drive a manual? Sometimes in manual, it's kind of hard to get it in reverse sometimes, or in any gear, to be quite honest, if you're clutch it and just right. No, it's an automatic. I said, okay. I said, what is it? He said, a Nissan. I said, I know that, but like what? He said, oh, it's a Rogue. I said, okay. So I go on YouTube. I got another degree from YouTube University this morning. I went on YouTube and I typed in Nissan Rogue. How do I put it in reverse? And guess what? Actually, I put it in Google and it brought up a YouTube video. And I clicked on that YouTube video right there in the grocery store. I had it turned down real low. And he's talking to me the whole time, but I'm trying to watch the video and listen to him at the same time. I'm a good multitasker. And I said, mainly I was just looking at the pictures on the video. I said, okay, it looks like there's a button, like a press down on top of the gear shift. Yeah. He's getting irritated by this point. I said, it also shows that there's one on the side, like where your thumb is. And if you press that, then you can go into reverse. Ah, well, look at there. Why'd they put that over there? I said, I don't know, but thank the YouTube University, because the YouTube University has helped me out with a lot. I've gained a lot of degrees. Okay? Honestly, I would not be nearly as intelligent and well-rounded as I am. Okay, let's not add the well-rounded part unless we're talking about my body shape. But I would not be nearly as intelligent and have such drive to fix things myself if I did not have the University of YouTube. Because you can learn how to do anything at the University of YouTube, because I am a learner who learns by watching and listening and doing, not just listening. Okay? So, yeah. I said, look, there's a button right here, and there's a button right here, and if you press that button right there, I bet it'll go in reverse. And it worked. See there? You're missing out on a lot. Okay, moving on. Last night, I had some excitement happen in my life. It's not going to be exciting to anyone else, but y'all know that I love birds, but specifically, I love owls, as is very evident by how many owls I have in my home. And I saw one last night. It's the second, I think the second live one. No, third one I've seen in my life, like out in nature. And the first one was when I was working at the sheriff's office, and I was coming up out of where I lived at the townhouse. I was way at the bottom, and you had to come up and around and up and around. It was like a snaky little long straight up hill to get out of the neighborhood, which was real bad if we had snow. Ice. Everything in Georgia turns to ice. It's not snow, but anyway, I come around that corner, and I'm going back around this corner, and my headlights come across this giant thing in the road, and I stopped, and it was having breakfast at like 6:30 in the morning, and it looked up at me, and then it put out its humongous wings, and it flew straight up into the tree, and I was like, wow. That's cool. And then I got to work and told my sergeant, I just saw an owl. And he said, oh, that's not good. I said, what do you mean? He said, that means you're going to become deceased. I said, what? And he goes, yeah, that's what it means. I'm still here, sir. So apparently that's not what it means in this culture. Okay. But anyway, me and Phoenix are walking up the road last night. Excuse me. Phoenix and I are walking up the road last night, and we turned around to come back, and I heard this little chirping sound. So I look over, and I see something fly into this tree right there. I didn't have on my glasses. I couldn't get my phone out of my pocket because I had on big old thick gloves because it was like 20 degrees. And I was like, that's the biggest hawk I've ever seen. Hawk. Then it turned its face. You know, they can turn their head like all the way around. It turned its face towards me, and it was a big old round face. And I said, that's not a hawk. Could I sound any more country? Well, that ain't no hawk. That's an owl. Oh, my phone's ringing. I'll be right back. My life is just a constant, I don't even know what to call it, a poop show. My dad called, and his computer would not work. So I had to run over there because I FaceTimed him and I kept trying to look and see. Oh, that's that. Look and see what, like I was trying to tell him to do a reboot. I kept saying go to the start and hit shutdown, and his doesn't say start and shut down. So anyway, it said start, and then you had to hit power, and then you had to hit restart. So anyway, we were not communicating so well, so I had to go over there, and his XL. Did y'all see a Paul? She's after me. Can you say hello? Hey. Not by biting me, you little heathen. God. Anyway, I had to go over there. Well, while I'm over there, trying to fix his computer, his phone rings. And it's my brother. My goofy brother. That's always making up stories. And my goofy brother tells him that he's in jail. And that he needs him to pick him up at the jail on Green Street. The jail's not on Green Street. He said, all right, me and Tracy will come down. He was like, no, I don't want Tracy to come. There's no need for her to come. I don't want her to see me like this. And I'm only hearing, like, Dad's side of it. And I'm like, what's he doing? Is he really in jail? And Dad keeps shaking his head no. And my brother will carry it out all the way. He never laughs or gives up on his story. I think basically he got a ticket last week, and he's just asking Dad about something about the ticket because Dad was a cop. But he's come up with this whole elaborate story of he's in jail on Green Street. There's no jail on Green Street. He at first said he was at the jail on the square, and Dad said, well, the jail on the square's been gone a long time. They're out on county services. And he was like, oh, well, I'm on Green Street. He's such a goober. Yeah, he's got a very vivid imagination. He's funny. I mean, he's just funny. Anyway, I saw an owl. That's all I want to tell y'all. I saw an owl, and I was very excited. And then Phoenix told me she petted it, and it's real soft. I said, whatever. You know what? I'm not even going to correct you. I'm just going to let you believe it. And I would like to announce that Phoenix is going to be tutored in reading. Yes, so praise be to Jesus. They're getting her a tutor, and she's going to learn how to read, whether she wants to or not. I told her, I said, you need to learn how to read so you can get a good job and make a lot of money. And she said, I'm just going to work at Target. And I said, you still have to be able to read. And she was like, oh. Whatever. Anyway, that's the end of this one. Hope you enjoyed it. Remember, I love you. Jesus loves you. Hope he's coming back soon because people be crazy. And I'll talk to you later. Doodles.